I'm gonna pack up all the pain. I'm gonna keep it in my heart. I'm gonna catch me the fastest train. I'm gonna make me a brand new start, but that's okay. Tomorrow's gonna be another day. Hey, 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 hey. And I don't care what you say. Tomorrow's gonna be another day.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Free Stitches podcast. I am your host for this Thursday afternoon for me. It'll probably be Saturday by the time this gets up, or late on Friday, because technically this is episode 151. But I know Mom has recorded and she is working on uploading it, so I really don't know what time we'll be able to upload, because I've been meaning to tell you that, guys, this a while ago, because it's been happening. Blip only allows us to upload a podcast or an episode every 24 hours. So if Mom uploads late on Thursday, then I can't upload on Friday. So that's why they've been kind of becoming a little late recently. So I'll basically, it'll already be up by the time you see this. So I promise you I have tried to get it up as soon as possible. Okay? I would promise you that I will get it up as soon as possible, but again, you're already seeing this, so it's already up. Okay, so as I said, this is episode 151. I am your host for today. I am Knitting Doink on both Ravelry and on Plurk. Go find me on... Oh, bugger, there's a spider. Ew. Sorry. It's like one of those little random things, like a spider. But, so come and friend me on Plurk, friend me on Ravelry. I am Lindsay in real life. The people in the hallway reminded me, I am in a dorm, so that means there's going to be a lot of extraneous noise. And of course, today had to be the day that the groundskeepers decide to cut the lawn outside my window. And there will be people, as you can hear, you can probably hear doors opening and closing on the floor, and all that kind of stuff. And technically, it's supposed to be 24-hour quiet hours, but no one has followed that rule, so I don't feel guilty. And also, I mean, there's closed doors, so you can't hear me that bad, hopefully. So, what have I been up to this week? Well, this has been my week off. Well, off. And the air quotes for a reason, because as you will see, my last final is on Saturday, and it's an essay exam, so, I mean, I don't have the prompting ahead of time, which makes it a whole lot harder. But, I mean, I've prepared. I've got little cheat sheets for all the little, cases and all this stuff. So, I mean, I'm ready for it. As ready for it as you can be for an essay exam that you have no idea what he's going to ask you. So, I mean, I've been working on that all week. Actually, I was working on it Monday and Wednesday, but that's beside the point. Yes, sorry. Again, losing my train of thought here. So, I didn't really have anything to do this week. And so I've been cleaning, and so that's why the, extraneous backdrop looks like a mess. And, yeah, it's just crazy, but personally, not academically, which is a really, really, really nice change. So I'm cleaning. I've got to start packing soon because I'm leaving on Tuesday. And so, as a quick, aside here, this will be the last time you have this lovely backdrop because I am moving dorms next semester. So you'll have different scenery. Yes, you won't have to look at my agreement in the background here. Yes. So, again, as another aside, next week I will be podcasting with Mom, so you'll be down to 2 episodes next week. Yes. Okay, so back to my week. Sorry about that. Yes. Okay, so instead of just worrying about this final and packing, which, I mean, there were 2 things I had to do this week. 2 things, 5 days. 5 days. But instead of that, last week I talked with Research Buddy, and I finished up my method section of the paper, and she was like, okay, well, if you have time, I know your week's gonna get crazy, but if you have time, would you look at this section and do some work on that, which is basically the lit review, which I had to read the articles, give basically like a synopsis of what it was about, so we can put it in our literature review. And so I was like, yeah, cool, I can do that, but I never got the time. I did not get the time. And so on Tuesday, I was like, hey, Research Buddy asked me to do that. I think I'll do that as well. So, yeah, apparently when things are optional when people make things optional, I make them mandatory. Yeah. Not fun. But actually, I really didn't mind doing it. I mean, the research articles were interesting. And, I mean, it had to be done anyway, so no biggie. But that's what I was doing this morning and Tuesday morning. Oh, again, another little reminder of mine, sorry. And if I'm looking over here, I apologize because there's that spider and I keep watching it. I don't know why. I apologize if I'm not looking at the camera. It's one of the worst things about me. I just did it again. I'm going to put the camera right in front of the spider, so I have to. But, yes, another quick whatchamajigger. I don't know when Rumi's going to be back. Since we don't have classes this week, I honestly don't know what her schedule was, or is. Yeah, and I know she's got an exam on the 10th, but that doesn't, mean anything to me. I'll be gone at that point. But, yeah, so she honestly could walk in right in the middle of this, which has happened before last year, so, I mean, it's not a big deal, but it could happen, just so you guys know. 1 second, I think I can kill the spider right now. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Nope, I didn't use him. Bummer. Nope, okay. Because he was like right in a spot where I thought I could squish him, but I couldn't. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. So, on to knitting. Surprisingly, I did get a lot of knitting done this week. And when I mean a lot of knitting done, I mean not anywhere near close to how much Mom gets done in a week, but I did get a whole lot done. Over the weekend, I didn't get much done because I had 2 essay exams, one on Saturday, one on Sunday, which was not fun. Not fun at all. But, anyways, I got a ton of knitting done because my one goal for this week was I wanted to get Research Buddy's shawl done because it had to be done by the 7th. Actually, it had to be done by the 6th because, we're going to meet up on the 6th. So, it is now done. And I did not use the full 6 skeins. I got to 5.5, and I was like, you know what, I like the size, I'm going to end it here. And so, I mean, it is a decent size. I am very happy with how it turned out. So, this is the Henriette shawl, and it is heavily modified, so when I put it on Ravelry, which I have to take a picture of it, and as you can see, I have to put the tags in as well, but I'll let you guys know what I did to it, or what I changed on it. It sounds bad what I did to it. Yeah, so, let's see here. I don't know how much I got done this week, but I got that much done. I got one finished object. And that goes on the lid. Boom. Okay, so then I was like, okay, well, I kind of had this mental list of all my projects, and I was like, you know what? I want to finish my sweater so that I can just pack it. I don't have to pack it on the needles. I don't have to take it home and finish it and then bring it back. Because I got into that problem with my sweater last semester, or last year, because I packed up, moved all my stuff out, and I was still working on the sweater, and I finished it. So I had to basically pack up a finished sweater during the summer, so it wasn't like I could wear it. It wasn't like, oh, I'll just bring it with me and wear it while I'm there. No. Sweaters in El Paso in summer, no. No-go. No-go. Unless it's a blanket for the cat. Because, okay, sorry. And then, yeah, they love it. But, so I really wanted to finish it, but it wasn't my first priority. But, since I finished it on Monday, yes. Did I finish it on Monday? No, yes, I did, because I met with my advisor on Tuesday. And so on Tuesday, I picked up my sweater. And got a lot done on it then, because when I podcasted last week, I only had like 4 decreases. So I worked on it, and I worked on it, and I worked on it, and then it came bedtime yesterday, and I was almost done with the collar, so I'm like, you know what, I'm going to stay up, I'm going to finish it, so, it's done. Ooh, almost like threw it up in the air there, like a graduation cap. But, it's done. It's done, it's done, it's done, it's done, it's done. So this is take 2 of the Woodburn cardigan, and basically take 4 of this yarn for sweater making. I know, not a great record, but it's done. And I like it, and it's not coming out. Not coming out. So, it is the Woodburn cardigan by Carol Feller, and I love this yarn's terracotta colorway, and I did it on size 7. So it's got this nice gauge, not too thick, but not too loose. It's a Goldilocks gauge. Yeah, so there is the cable on it. It's got 2 cables at the side, a cable up the sleeve, 4 cables at the back, and then again 1 sleeve, 2 sides. Yeah, so this will be all ready for fall of this year. So it'll get packed, and I've got to pull it all in all the tags because again I just went to bed last night. Well, actually, I got my pajamas on, brushed my teeth, and then went to bed. Well, cleaned off my bed and then went to bed. But you get the picture. So this morning I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll try and finish up another project of mine. So I pulled out my triad scarf, and I knit on it, and I knit on it, and I knit on it, and I looked at the skein, and I'm like, oh, I should probably finish up a pattern repeat. And so I did. And so Mom has some more sock yarn for Hexapuff, because that's all that's left. And I was in that kind of weird point where I knew I could go on, but I didn't know if I would have enough to finish a repeat. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to stop right here. Stop right there. And so I have a finished triad scarf. Very bouncy. Bouncy. Fun. But here is the pattern. Sorry. And this is by the lady that does the Even Star. Man, I always forget her name. Oh wait, I got the pattern here. Or at least I got the Even Star pattern here because that's my next project that I want to pick up is my Even Star again. And Susan Pandora yesterday. And so this morning I pulled my dorm apart. I'm like, I know I've got the Even Star pattern here somewhere. I know I've got it. I put it in a plastic sleeve. I know I've got it. But long story short, I don't know where it is. I seriously, I cannot find it. So I was like, you know what? I've still got free prints at the Slate Lab, so I print off another copy. 19 pages of the copy. Yes. So I will be working on my Even Star. I know that's at least going to be the airport project. And I'll be working on it periodically. I've got a sock on the needles, which got like a whopping 5 rows done, maybe. I got 7 rows done. Wow. Because I was waiting for an appointment with my advisor, so I needed to declare my minor. So I couldn't bring my sweater. I mean, that would be kind of awkward. So I socked in my bag. And so for the first time since, I think before spring break, I worked on myself. I know. It's a hallmark moment. Yeah. So, as I've been cleaning, the biggest problem that I've had, and that also was yesterday, was deciding what yarn is going to come back home with me and what yarn is going to get packed up in my dorm. Because packed is both going home and packing my dorm. It's a very ambiguous term, I apologize. But, sorry. But, okay. Watch the camera. I have to remember that. But, so, my yarn drawer. A pretty big drawer. I don't know if you can see it, but it's the bottom drawer in that cabinet right there. So, basically just full of yarn. And I have 2 sweaters worth of yarn which are just getting packed. I'm not even thinking about knitting a sweater over the summer because, again, it's just too hot to have this big sweater in your mouth. So those will be my projects for next semester. And I don't have to worry about packing yarn to bring it back up. So that's the biggest thing. I have more yarn in my suitcases usually than clothes. I know, right? Very, very bad. But so I was like pulling out like skeins. I'm like, okay, I like this. Am I gonna knit with it? I don't know, maybe. And so I went in thinking I was gonna have 2 piles, taking with me and leaving in the dorm, or packing up with the dorm. I ended up with like about 5. I mean, I was picking out yarns, like, oh, I could cast on for this right now, make some, I'm working on projects, and I mean, I can use this for this, and use this for this, and it's like, wait, 2 piles, not 12. So there is yarn scattered all over my dorm, which kind of defeated the purpose of cleaning it out, because now there are 2 skeins from my Even Star in this drawer. In another drawer, wait, no, it's in this one now. In this drawer now is this skein of yarn, which I want to do the Creekwood by Jen Lucas, I believe her name is. I want to do the Creekwood in this. And Mom, totally bad influence, because she mailed me a knit-along that starts on June 28th, and so I had to go find yarn for that, because most likely we are going to do this. I mean, I told her that, you know what, we've got a lot going, and I've already got projects, but in all likelihood, we're probably going to do it. Of course we are. Because you can never have too many projects cast on the needle. And it's kind of weird right now, because I only have 3, and I don't really count my socks, so we make that 2. And one's the Even Star, which is very patterned, is not good late night knitting. And the other is the Fluttering Yale, which is staying in my dorm. So technically I've only got 1-ish projects coming back home with me. So I'm like, wait, what am I going to do? I can't be monogamous anymore. So I've got that, and I've got some yarn that I'm going to be doing the Sweet Bee pie from, I was about to say Kimberly, but it's not Kimberly, it's Sock Bunny. I got gifted that pattern, so a bunch of us are going to be doing as a knit-along. And so I've got that yarn, it's got to come with me. And then I got some of the D-stash and all the stuff that all these ideas are going through my brain, and I can't shut them off. It's absolutely terrible. I mean, Research Buddy told me something before I went to bed on Monday, and so of course that's mulling around in my brain all night, so I could not sleep. Of course. And so the week that I have nothing going on, it's kind of my down week, I've been very tired, which makes no sense because I've been going to bed, should be going to bed on time. Last night I didn't, but I've been getting up later than I usually do, and it's been lower stress. So why am I not sleeping as much? Why am I more tired? Doesn't make sense. Yeah. And it also doesn't help that on Sunday, right before I went to bed, I was brushing my teeth and I'm like, it feels weird. And I'm like, wait, oh bugger. That never fails. I woke up Monday morning and my lip is the size of a bowling ball. Of course. I had to get a cold sore. So that's the lovely mark you see on my lip here, because it's almost done healing. It looked atrocious at the beginning of the week. One of my friends on the floor was just like, did you get in a fight? I'm like, no. I swear to you I didn't. So I guess it never fails. I will have something wrong with me. I mean, I know Mom pointed out a few weeks ago that I had some terrible looking sores on my arm, and they're finally looking more normal. I mean, there's kind of this discolored look, and you can see that one best. But I did, and they looked atrocious. I bet you guys noticed them, and thank you for not talking about it, because Rumi noticed them, and random strangers were just like, oh, what happened to your arms? It's like, really? Okay then. So, that has been my week. Oh yes, so, I know tomorrow I am heading up to Baytown, which sounds like a grand trip, but it's actually not. It's I don't know how far away it is from here, but it's short enough that you can commute from here, from campus, University of Houston, to Baytown and back, because that's where Research Buddy's family lives. So I'm taking a trip up there tomorrow, and then basically all I've got going on. Yeah, I think I'm meeting with Research Buddy on Monday, like I said, and I'm meeting with Dr. Yu on Monday. I don't know why, I really don't. Leah told me that she asked me to email Dr. Yu because she wanted to meet up, and I'm like, okay, I can do that. And I'm like, but why does she want to meet? I mean, kind of curious now. I mean, I don't think it's for anything bad, but she doesn't seem like the person that'd be like, oh, hi, I just want to say goodbye. Like, she doesn't seem like that kind of person. So, yeah, I'm kind of intrigued. I don't know how to take this. Alright, so I believe I shall wrap this up. Again, I don't know when this will be posted, so I apologize if I recorded it on Thursday and it's like, oh yes, it's Wednesday of next week and here's my episode. I don't think it'll be that bad, but, and I apologize for the late posts of the previous weeks. I made a conscious effort to, make sure I keep telling myself. Must tell them why they're late. Need to apologize. But no, I totally forgot. Just spaced out. Again, since I'm recording this before Mama's posted hers, I don't know what's going on with our knit-along. Since it's May, I believe it's closed, so if there are winners, which I don't think we would have pulled for them by now. I think Mom would have told me. Congratulations. But if not, thank you all for participating. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you to the Penhook and Needles ladies for podcasting this, for hosting this, and for doing an absolutely phenomenal job. It was a pleasure to, participate in it. Thank you for inviting us, and hopefully we'll do it again next year. So, I guess that's it for me. Okay, so I will probably see you on Thursday with Mom. So until then, Catherine will see you on Monday. Bye!